there. So he draw power. Inside the opening 5 minutes. First real set piece chance, Benin no for either team. Then he going to ball into the box. Free running. Where deep from Djibouti, just setting the rules of engagement. Oh, it's a clever training ground move. Now the cross, dealt with by Nsiku. Now a chance to break forward. Lovely run that, but actually took a touch too many. Shakil Kasonga. This is club foot for Zesto United, joined from the Lusaka Dynamos. 4-year contract in the summer, scored a couple of goals in the COS AFA Cup, qualifying. Won the group stage against Vicious and in the semi-final against Angola. One to watch, good from free kicks, quick and skillful as well. That's by Lombe. Captain's armband on. You'll know that Atletico Lusaka from parent club Samuel. See that back three formation. The line there. There's the wing back. Kamara, exactly what he's got the freedom to do in this system, which is coming down that left right. What's back to Hassan? Gets it back once more. So, Moran. Possession here from Benin. It's a head injury, so the play should be stopped immediately, and eventually it is. Well, initially it was Fabio Sakamara who was holding on to Tale Lombe. Caught by Lombe there. Zambia looking to another chapter 2 their footballing history, led by Christian Berway. Zambia himself, an ex-defender, who's retired in 2010 due to knee injury, was playing for the Red Arrows at the time. Started off as the kit manager and studied towards being a coach and obtained his CAF A coaching license in November. Red Arrows to their first title in 18 years and reaching the CAF Champions League. Really rebuilt the Red Arrows, fostered discipline and created a 10-year plan. Which modern football where things can change so fast really is quite ambitious. Now is in charge of the number 20 side. Head for the tournament with friendlies against Nigeria and Senegal. They're both in Group A and both met. First day of competition, Senegal winning that one 1-0. Second out for a goal kick by Sakamora. Zambia senior side have only ever qualified twice for the African Cup of Nations since they won it in 2012. And a disappointing decade or so to follow. 17 appearances overall in the competition. Last one in 2015. Twice finalists, 3 times bronze medalists. Short to Panda, who called up to the under-23s last year. That's always an obvious logical progression from the under-20s towards senior football. Just overran that one though. This is, of course, at under-20s level, the obvious progression up from the under-17s, and that's been reflected somewhat in Jesse Mbewe's squad. He's called up the under-17 captain, now Bemba Iri, and under-17 Manuel Mutale into the provisional squad. Those two both not quite making the cut into the final squad, but again, signs of progression. You can really see early on that Sakamora's got license to get forward down that left flank. And ball call though, it did seem to be more on the shoulder. Fantastic bit of body paint there. There's no shortage of colour and noise and rhythm in the stands today, as well as on the pitch. Chikola. Cross only half cleared and smashed wide by Julius Kuenda. All wrong to his frustration. Kuenda, whose club side is Atletico Lusaka. 3 Atletico players in this side. Inside Charles Majapa Bumba. So low ball in. Played by Tamimo. attacking run forward. A really clever 1-2 this from Benin. Ball from Tasilmi. Dealt with by Siku in the nick of time. Encouraging signs though for those fans. They don't need much encouraging though. It's a joy to have them in. Something they showed. Whole ball clearly gone across the line. It's worth remembering. Sometimes forgotten by some. Any part of the ball is still on the line, that it is still in play. Corner for Zambia to defend. Worked it short. That's dealt with initially. That's a really good, strong interception by Bulaya. Hurriedly clear. Bulaya making a real use of himself up there. Rashid. Chance for Zambia to build something. Into the box, not cleared. Owen volleyed over by Bulaya. Really good from Derek Bulaya to set up the chance. A goal to remember. Jinky feet, the right foot, the chest, and then instinctively struck on the left after the cross wasn't properly dealt with. It's an inadvertent assist from Edu Farid. Lifted up. The scramble back there, and Zambia defence almost running into each other. Wenda and Pandey. Strike from distance is a speculative one. Tambo takes care of it. Tambo, who plays his club football with the Red Arrows, has worked for head coach Chizu before as part of that Red Arrows project that have been so successful. Their first title in 18 years, getting to the Champions League as well. Tambo named goalkeeper of the tournament for his performances in qualifying. Under 20s has got an under 23s call up. Penalty save against Golders Kipanda in the semi-final of the COS AFA. Qualification that helped secure them their place in the competition. Did actually miss the shootout, but saved straight afterwards. Doku. The captain. Rangers traffic. Was getting the return ball from Tamimo, who's lost it, and of course had to be very sharp in coming out of his goal. Dava doing everything that an alert modern sweeper keeper should and more to save his side there after that defensive mix-up. Again, another pretty simple shot for Chevan Tembo to deal with. Slightly shaky stuff at the back. Gossa got it forward to the captain, Tamimo. He did well to burst through a couple of challenges. Suddenly the possibilities start to open up. Forward. Well kept in play by Kamara. Edu ran into trouble. Ulaya. Ulaya. Top football for the Green Eagles. Now Ulaya on the return ball. Ulaya. 20 on the 8th of March. As that shows was clearly offside. To be in line for that one. Now Kante. Edu. Rashid who went down there. So they made the most of the contact. tomorrow. Dominating possession in this first half to make it count. Certainly had plenty of famous faces that have played through football over the years. Stefan Sessignon, best known for his time at Sunderland in England. Steve Mooney, who had in France and also with Huddersfield. Ceci Delmeda, PSG ranks, in fact. Michael Butz, the journeyman in France and Turkey. Nick Ested, and various clubs in English football in particular. Cool. Yeah, really struggling to get any kind of significant build-up against high press. That's a very physical challenge sliding in. The referee has eventually flagged after briefly hesitating. Well, Benny Brand certainly making an impact. Some have had the better of the opening exchanges on the pitch without quite getting something to show for it. They've lost their opening game back in 2005 in this AFCON Under-20s against Nigeria 3-0. They drew 0-0 against Algeria 10 years ago. They've never won an AFCON Under-20 opener. They have a lot more history at this level. They don't necessarily have that much of a better record. Played 7 opening stage matches at this tournament over the years. Just 2, drawing 1 and losing 4. First qualifying in 1985 when they went out in the first round, and another first round exit 2 years later. Finished 4th when this tournament was hosted in Egypt in 1991, the first time the tournament had a sole host nation. Previously it was played right across various different countries. Zambia with group stage exits in 1995 and 1997. Finished 4th in 1999 and in 2007, before going out of the group stages in 2015, winning it in 2017. Ball in not dealt with at all by Zambia. Eventually got a foot on it just in time. Hassan. Back at this level for the first time since being victorious in 2017, failing to qualify a couple of times. It's a notoriously difficult tournament to qualify for. We have no shortage of pressure off the field from various people as well. And Zambian Sports Minister Elvis Nkandu setting on the goal of winning the competition. Always good to dream big though. One small goal that a few sides have got is making the semi-finals, because that gets you a spot in the Under-20 World Cup. It's Edu to shoot wide. Oh, that was a good chance for Edu Farid. He knows it. Zambia's defence was completely at sea. Edu Farid, in that sort of advanced wing-back position, ghosting in after the switch of play from Olatunji to Silmi, who showed great vision to pick out Edu. hit the target. Best side of goal, either side of hand here. Just about gone out. Your boss, they were just a bit of calm on the touchline. He did such a big job at the Red Arrows, took them to their first title in 18 years. He was CAF A coaching license in November. It's only recently really continued to have his managerial stock rising. Retired in 2010 due to a knee injury. The head coach is pretty young because the injury caused him to retire earlier than he'd have liked. He was playing for the Red Arrows at the time, started off as worked his way up the ladder as well whilst taking off his coaching badges. Good attacking platform here for Zambia. Been on the back foot for most of this first half an hour and a bit. Driven straight into the wall. A wasted opportunity. Probable to make something happen, and instead, here comes Edu on the counter attack. Little ball inside. The offside flag was up against Sankamara anyway. Interest break here from Benin, but side from Sankamara wasn't to its intended destination anyway. Drifting their way through here. Could be the only goal. Oh, what a brilliant block. Edu Farid was ready to score. Now both players are down injured. That is outstanding defence from Gifton Bande. Got there just in time. Atletico centre half on the scramble. Scored up to the under-23s last year, and with great recovery defence like that, you can see why he then got clattered for his troubles by Edu Farid, who only had eyes for the ball and trying to put it in the net. It's nothing too serious for Pande. I'm sure will that under-23s progression mentioned have doing what so many before have done in terms of playing for the Zambia under-20s and going all the way through to the seniors. You think of National Sakala, Rangers, Wembley, who was at Brighton and retired due to a heart issue, Patson Daka of Leicester City, and Mayuka, who made it to the seniors and was AFCON 2012 winner. Brentford, but in the under-20s and made it right through to senior level. Pilka Songa has taken a knock as well. So he's busy at the moment. And now watching on. Great to see so many from right across the 12 countries competing. Opening matches representing their side so loudly and proudly. Football fans from not just Africa but right across the world. Keep a close eye on this one to see Africa's brightest talents emerge. These kind of players that have beaten this competition before and gone further. Daka won man of the competition and was the joint competition top goal scorer with 4 alongside countryman Edward Chanufa and also Luther Singh from South Africa. It was back in 2017 when Zambia won this competition. That got them into the Under-20 World Cup for the second time. Went out in the first round in 1999. 2017 had better campaigns. Lead away by Tamimo. Challenged by Nonde Mutale. Doku. 2017 Under-20 World Cup, Zambia getting through to the round of 16 after beating Uruguay in the group stages amongst other results. Lost 2-1 to Nigeria in the round of 16 though, and then in 2017 they won Group C, beating Portugal and winning 4-3 against Germany in the round of 16 that followed. Lost in the quarter-final against Italy despite leading twice. That's their best run in the Under-20s World Cup. And remember, if you get to the semi-finals of this Under-20s AFCON, it's an automatic spot in the 20s World Cup. I've been there in 2007 as well. It's 2017 and 1999, so it will be a 4th time there for Zambia. Already cleared now by Sankamora. Lofted it, but it's harmlessly out for a goal kick. Repeat that success of 6 years ago. Lost their opening game 4-2 against Nigeria in 2007, but it was a different story 10 years later. 3 from 3 in the group stages, a 1-0 win against Guinea, 6-1 against Mali, 3-1 against Egypt, 1-0 in the semi-final against South Africa, and 2-0 in the final against Senegal, conceding just 1 goal, 4 clean sheets in their 5 matches in that tournament. As close as you can get to perfect, really, for a campaign. It's a story. 2007, as they finished 4th. 1999, when they finished 4th to their other best efforts. Also finishing 4th in 1991. Pull it back. So forward by Siku. Away by Abdul. Challenge. Gift from Pandey. He's already taken that. He made the goal-saving clearance. So, a fair few war wounds. Bauer. Challenge. See 5 minutes or so of this first half. Skills from Jibyoka up the other end. Certainly had their moments. Too many clear-cut chances though. The best one was Farid, shot wide. So that interception from Gift and Pandey to stop Farid scoring. Panda hurriedly waited back on, part of the defence. Been happy with this first half on the whole. First under 20s football at this level for 10 years, qualifying for the first time in a decade to winning Group A in the West B Zone qualifying. The third ever appearance in the tournament, finished third in 2005 and got the place in the 2005 Under-20s World Cup. Had a very decent campaign with not much expected offered by some outsiders. Missed out on a round of 16 on goals scored alone. Another very brave fight against the Netherlands in their final group game. Bowing out. In there trying to create some mischief. To take the throw. Scored in the COS AFA qualifying in the 2-0 win against Eswatini. From the youth team into the seniors last month as well. This is club football with our Dynamos. A lot of these players in that area where they find their way into playing senior football at club level, pick up that valuable experience. Played by Edu, smashed clear. Local. With the foul. Play the way out of the high press. They haven't managed it. Deflected shot wide. Important recovery there from Mpande. It's been a real theme of this first half. Pressing high up the pitch has forced errors. Not necessarily looked as comfortable as they might have liked playing out from the back Zambia. Yoka Songa's clearance blocked. Fell for the shot from Loco Rodolfo. Not sure. Floated into the box. Way hurriedly by Mpande. We're not far away from 50 years since the very first African Youth Championship, 1979. It's the U20 African Cup of Nations since 2015. It's a local cutting inside, a local shot. Checks with Siku. Siku plays club football with the Red Arrows, so it's worked with 20s Zambia head coach TC Bewe. He's come from there. A big part of the Red Arrow story in recent times. Siku joining from MC Galaxy last summer, where he was captain. Clever back heel, and then worked inside. What a save initially, and blocked once more by Mpande. Somehow, Zambia get through that without conceding. How, I don't quite know. It's a beautifully worked move. Edu Farid has already shot wide once in this half. It was denied by the feet of Jevan Timbo. Timbo having made the initial save. His defender, Panda, to be there on the rebound. That was a loco earlier on, hitting the Chesterwood secret. Just seemed without any doubt the best chance of this first half as we drift into first half stoppage time. Pretty much all of the best chances in this game fallen to Andrew Farid. Like wingback, who's got a real license to get forward for Benin in this system. They've got the back three, they've got the offensive midfield skills of Rocco and Hassan. Has been the better of this first half without necessarily making it count as they might have liked. Very up, but not really away from Kumwenda, who had a trial with the German side at the Salzburg last year in February. I don't mean to say German, of course. It's the RB Salzburg from Austria. But what still stands, Kumwenda trial with RB Salzburg last year in February. He's been a team player right through the Zambian youth setups. The 17 side win the 2019 COS AFA Cup. He's been progressing towards the seniors, his club side Atletico Lusaka as well. So, trial with the side like the Austrian Giants again shows that he's catching the attention of his clubs in Europe. There's often that sense of progression. Daka being a brilliant example on starting for Zambia. So he won this competition in 2017. To have a successful career in Europe, and still is. Joined Leicester in 2021 for a transfer fee of £30 million plus. 18 games, 3 goals and 3 assists for the Foxes. Senior international. Think of notable participating players from over the years, like Benny McCarthy in 1997, went on to win the Champions League 7 years later with Porto, the South African striker. Matt Torres in 2001 in that 10 successful years at Benfica, the Angolan. Roya Boa, onto the Manchester City under-23s, now in the MLS. Ghana played in this tournament in 2015. Half-time here at Alexandria Stadium. No goals to report. Benin in their first match in this competition for 10 years. Looked to Welcome back to match 6 of this Total Energies African Cup of Nations under-20s tournament. Goal was at the break between Benin and Zambia. Mohamed Tirani Guidi from Djibouti just making his final checks before getting us back underway. Double change at the break. Charles Machapa Mumba off. Also making on it will be Manuel Chibani Kasha. Also Luka Songa. So off and underway for the second half. Benin versus Zambia. Benin back in this competition for the first time in 10 years. Zambia turning it for the first time since winning it in 2017. Confirmation of those changes on your screen now. Luka Songa off. So Charles Machapa Mumba up a player. Make space to newcomers. Nambi scored 2 goals in the COSAFA Cup qualifying, both in the 3-0 win against Mauritius. Previously played for the Zambia under-17s and his 2019 COSAFA winner. 26 and Nambi Nyokukasha coming on. Kasha, who scored once in that qualifying campaign in the 2-0 win against left footer, who's in the under-20 set up for a couple of years now. Late challenge here, and it will lead to further punishment, it looks like. Yellow card. And it's going to stay at the heart of that Zambia defence. Making a number of crucial stops to keep it goalless in the first half, but it's in the book early in the second. Nambi. The yellow's pointing in the direction of Upande. Second. Zambia have got to set up defensive. laying down the law in relation to some almost inevitable pushing and shoving in the box from situations such as this. It's whipped over the wall, nowhere near Carl to take it close to being under the crossbar of Tembo. Cagey first half earlier on between Zambia and Tunisia, and then the game opening up a lot more in the second. It's a bit contrasting to the first half we've just seen. Information on that booking for Nambi. In the sense that plenty of goal of action in that first half, particularly for Benin. Zambia. Reed shot wide, a couple of good saves were needed for Jeban Tembo. Pande, the central defender, made crucial interventions too. Good work, Salah, the big forward out of the back. And cross field was straight to Abdul Rashid. Remember as well that you can get involved on social media. Always great to hear your views and where you're watching from. Hear your contributions. Remember, you can go to CAF online to get highlights, match previews, all sorts. On the CAF YouTube channel, do make sure to subscribe. If you're on Twitter, you can use @CAF_online. The hashtag Total Energies AFCON U20 very much reflects Total Energies right now. Football are on this under-20s tournament. If you want to interact with me, your commentator Michael McCann, always great to hear where you're watching from. Your thoughts, comments, or questions both on this game and the tournament so far as a whole, which has been a great pleasure commentating on. You can get me at This Is McCann and CCANN. Always lovely to hear from you. Today, the start of this second half, or the early stages of it, I should say. Eddie Farid down, getting a bit of the old magic spray. Farid had quite a few goal chances in the first half. He shot wide early on, almost had a tap in that was stopped by Gifton Pandey. And still hearing noisy and loud as ever. I say in terms of instrumental accompaniment to the game so far, definitely the loudest and most consistent that we've seen across the 6 matches. Extremely welcome. The life that football is all about to this one. I mean, there's so much to celebrate back here for the first time in a decade. I say here, I mean Africa, a couple of nations under 20s. Offside flag up against Juji to Sumi. Offside flag was up as well as going on to inadvertently. Zambia boss dug out there. Take Total Energies. I've got 20 to use right across this tournament. To go, of course. We've just completed, by the time we get to the end of this game, round 1 of the matches. So every team played once. Go right round again. There is no rest for the wicked in this competition. Double header from Group A tomorrow. Group B the day after. C the day after that. And it goes the same way for the third round of fixtures too. Tomorrow will be Mozambique versus Senegal, and Nigeria versus Egypt. A. Egypt, Mozambique. Goal was draw in match day 1. Senegal beat Nigeria. Change coming. Canary Stadium. Football with U20 FC. Benin is ready to come on. They're bench for the first time in this contest. It's Edu Farid, who's been a big part of Benin's attacking efforts with that freedom to get up and down the right flank, who is to make way. First change for them. Of course, in one of the sort of ways football has changed since coronavirus came in, substitutes across the world has become the new normal, made across 3 interventions. It has given coaches a lot more tactical flexibility to go to their benches earlier on than they previously used to. Really, Zambia making that double change at half time, and now they just made their first. That's a set piece. And they, once again, important in that defensive effort. If Zambia do keep a clean sheet in this game, right up there in the player of the match contenders for me, that I have for any particular say for who gets that award. So just for my 2 cents, it's a very solid game at the back for Zambia. It's been tested a lot. Worked it short. And driven in, not clean, and stabbed in. Benin have the lead. Oh, what a celebration as well. The acrobatics to follow. Dangerous low ball in. It was good instinctive reactions from a local Rodolfo. And after 10 years of not being at this tournament, Benin can celebrate a goal in the AFCON under-20s once more. Local Rodolfo, good striker's instincts. So poke it in. How about that for a celebration? Well, you thought that band was loud before. They're going to be 10 times louder now, and why not? Because they've got a lead to celebrate. Have a short corner. Zambia didn't really react to it, not in time. Rashid. Rashid crosses those two. Tempo. On the balance of play, we have to say some of it's completely neutral in the commentary box as always. That you deserve that breakthrough. If you've not had a shot on target, it's been much the more likely throughout extended periods of this contest. And I've got their reward to show for it. This competition, such extensive history in terms of place where young Africans start to make their breakthroughs. It's such a difficult competition to even qualify for. Just ask Ghana, defending champions from 2 years ago after winning 2-0 in the final against Uganda. Qualify this time, knocked out in the first round. Away by Agusa. Decent ball in and deflected, and it's gone in, has it? Looked to me like it had. Goal given. Ball starts from the chaos at the back. What on earth Agusa is doing, I'm not quite sure. Then the ball comes in, it flicks.
That's a goal. That's a goal.
Off the substitute, you can see clearly from that replay, it's gone over the line.
That's a goal.
Awkward deflection, bounces off the crossbar. Agusa playing that with the outside of his right foot.
Yo, blame the goalie. That was a goalie mistake.
And Rickson Nambi with the finish. I'm not sure how much he knew about it. Deflected. All sorts of drama here all of a sudden.
What? They didn't get a goal? Yo, that's a cheat, man.
It looked for a second like the goal had been given, but it hasn't. No video assistant referee in this African men's under-20 tournament either.
Yo, that is bad referee, man. That's a goal right there. That is not right, man. I am pissed
very
off.
much appear to suggest. Well, that is one you're going to be seeing and hearing more about, I'm sure of that. I'm saying it's a thankless and difficult job being football referee or assistant referee. Dava will be the most relieved man in Africa. Dava's poor distribution, but here comes Zambia once more. Quick feed, well blocked initially. Appeals for a penalty. Looked like it came off the chest to me. Truly can't keep it alive. Flicks off the face of the captain as well. Great defence from Chamimo. Header by Agusa, having a really good spell here, Zambia. It's responded very well to going behind 5 minutes ago when Luka Rodolfo scored from that cleverly worked short corner routine. Delay here. Julius cross harmlessly. Goes up. It's time for more drama, of course. We're not even into the last quarter of this game yet, which is really livened up at the start of the second half. Chase to win it and set up the run of Kuenda. Kuenda inside, could have gone himself and didn't, and then it's smashed over. And Nambi, earlier on, thought he'd equalised. Julius Kuenda chose not to shoot on his left. Instead, looked it off. Wilson Nambi, heavily involved in his quick fight back from going 1-0 down here. It's really bursting into life. Both sides fortunate to the win. Almost to the midway point of this second half. Plenty more chapters to be written in this one. Heading into touch by Tanimo. Lovely ball from Doku. Really good chance. And Loco is stopped in the nick of time. Scramble defence from Zambia just about working. Change being made. Power goes off. And just whoever the yellow card he picks up might be a small factor in that. Just away from the corner by Jaman Temple. Now. Shot from distance. Well, that would have been quite a way to score. Outrageous effort. It's hit the stanchion. It's not too far away from drifting in. From Sukani Sebu. Have a go. The goal of the tournament so far, and the privilege of taking all 6 games so far, and 10 games of the competition live. Change coming here for Zambia. From Tandwa. Something let's go with Saka. FC in Zambia comes on. Who scored 2 goals in the COSAFA Cup qualifier. right. In the final against Mozambique, and scored in the group stages an important goal in a 1-0 win against Botswana. Out away, still got to play down, but play on. It's not a head injury, so the referee's not obligated to stop. It's 1-1 here. Puts in front. 7th minute, just 3 minutes later, Nambi equalised. Good work from Jules Kawenda following an error by Osadava. Time for either side to go and win it late on here. It really does set your tournament up well, particularly when you think that you only need to finish in the top 2 of your group or be 2 of the 3 best third places to get into the quarterfinals. As we turn 12 teams into 8, win your first game. History would tell you almost certainly only need 1 more point from your remaining games to get into the quarterfinals. Those statistics tell a story. Dominating possession. 14 attempts, just 4 on target though. They have not necessarily tested tempos often as they might like. Zambia, who've been the better side ever since they went behind, they've really well to conceding. Rashid, substitute. Sebu again decides to shoot. Seems one just wide. Definitely doesn't need a second invite to have a go. Sulkani Sebu. He's not been too far off on both occasions. This is, of course, the last match of Group 1. Round 1 of fixtures. Group C, and we'll go ABC across the next 3 days again. We'll repeat that process for the 3rd round of group stage games before we get to the quarterfinals. The team that finishes top of Group C will play one of the 2 best 3rd places. One that comes from either Group A or B potentially. The side that finishes 2nd in Group C will face the side that finishes runner-up in Group B. The side that wins Group B will face 2nd in Group A. So the wins Group A will face one of the 3rd places. A challenge back there in the nick of time from Nick Cannon. And the case for Samuel on loan. Mexico Saka. He's represented the under-17s previously. Forward, just a bit too much on it. Plenty of options for Zambia if they choose to go to them. Mentioning the story around the 3 banders, Levison Banda, Matthews Banda, and so tips for future honours. So that's smashed over from Jalelo Ibrahim looking to get their lead back. Just guided over. Some Banda, the substitute keeper for Zambia today, tipped for greatness by his club after solid performances in full club pre-season tournament in summer, where his debut against the Red Arrows. Matthews Banda, defender on the bench, went on a 2-week trial with Austrian side Red Bull Salzburg last summer. The Austrians have kept monitoring him after the trial. They signed him on professional terms at 18. Salzburg, the former club of Red Bull and Dakar, so we have scouted this market previously too. Joseph Sabubo Banda plays for the Red Arrows on an 18-month loan from Atletico Lusaka. Spent 3 months in training with the Barcelona under-19s last year. What an opportunity that was. Up to the seniors, age 14 as well. Making its way through Zambian club football. It's around the outside, and again, the gift of Pande has to be there to snuffle out the attack. It's been so good for Zambia at the back today. To work it into the box, really important intervention by Tamimo. This game is becoming really quite open and stretched. Both sides have clearly decided they're quite willing to risk losing this one to go and win it. Nobody's settling for a point, and it's making for a great contest. Shot the angle from Wenda. See the defense just in the top of your shot there. Proudly in the yellow, green and red. Back at this level for the first time in 10 years, finished third in 2005. This tournament. Both saw out the group stage a decade ago, trying to make sure they avoid that fate. Zambia regulars for this tournament through the years. 17 champions, missed out on qualifying for the last 2. Have had some promising developments in under-20s football in recent times. They won the COS AFA Under-20 Cup, their 12th title, happened last year. 3 wins from 3 in the group stages against Eswatini, Botswana and Mauritius. Penalties in the semi-final against Angola, won the victors in the final. So something that tournament doubling up as qualification for this AFCON Under-20s. Coming into this one, Sports Minister Elvis Nkandu setting the goal of winning it. Get out of the group stage first and foremost. 2017, the last time they made the semi-finals before that was 10 years ago, 2007. Mutale. The skills from Mutale, he did get the crossing. Deals with it. He lost their opening game in this tournament back in 2007, 4-2 against Nigeria, but beat Cameroon and Egypt to reach the semi-finals, where they lost against Congo. They lost against Gambia, third place playoff. One of me would be very surprised if this finishes 1-1. Both sides are throwing real caution to the wind. Nobody's that interested in settling for a point. There's someone who's totally neutral. It's making for fascinating watching from the commentary box. the last 10 minutes. Who's going to win this one? Around the corner by Lukasha. Was somewhat flattered afterwards. A hit cross. I don't know if it was a cross or a shot, but regardless, pretty harmlessly straight out. To win this one. Jesus. Copper bullets. Renamed after the national team, changed their name from Cheetahs, from the Squirrels to the Cheetahs. Double change for Benin. Mori Dosu he's come on, as is Tongi. Bodo. It's club football in Egypt. Smaller. Cuts off. Like to make way. Two straight swaps there. Coming on in place of Abdul Rashid and Abdul Ini for Dodo. Exactly straight swaps, but I don't anticipate it's necessarily a big change in system from the back three that we've seen Benin assist with much of this game. So 4 changes by Benin. 3 made by Zambia. So took a bit of ability up their sleeve. Bursting through the middle was the run of Aloko Rodolfo. Who scored from that cleverly worked short corner. Zambia have the corner and they've been resting and having a better of the contest in the last 10 minutes or so. They convert that pressure to goal to send those noisy players wild once more. Caught easily enough by Chaban Tempo. It's down from the keeper. It's also been part of the 23s set up. The players who are kicking onwards. You think of Monchulu, who plays his club football with Ghana, made his senior debut last summer and got player of the match in that one. These players very much pushing on, and a stage like this is such a good opportunity to again show their abilities. Also on the target, noticed that youth team into the seniors last month. His club side Power Dynamos. So the last 5 minutes are stoppages. So plenty of time for either side to get a goal that would almost certainly win them the game. Flips it forward. Too much on that though. Zambia players that have kind of career that plenty of previous famous faces in Zambian men's football have had previous times. You think of Kennedy Mwene, penalty taking goalkeeper. Collins Basuma had a prolific career across Africa. Same can be said for Mr. Katongo. Right. Sadaka, Wepu and Sakala all came through the national team under 20s set up. He said for Emmanuel Mayuka and for Callum Sadaka, arguably the most famous of all of those, and like Leicester City. He was prolific in the 2017 tournament. Nambi. He lost it. Benin's chance to build. Entertaining finish set here. Both sides have got no interest in taking a 1-1 draw. Too much on that. Pande. It's great to see over years how so often this tournament provides so many young stars their chance to really build going forward. Their profiles and careers. You think of the 2021 edition in Mauritania, the player of the tournament, Abdul Fano Saku from Ghana, and a couple of years with Steadfast. Don't spell their dreams, and then went to Sporting CP last year, Portugal, to play 5 games. Recently got his first goal in a couple of appearances in the Champions League against Olympic Marseille and Tottenham Hotspur. He's still an 18-year-old, just about. That's 19 on the 8th of March. I think of Ibrahim Ahmad from Ghana, who got the Golden Glove on Finland with Bjorn Sera. Kakuza scored 5 goals. Goals for the tournament. He's a full Ugandan international. His debut in March of last year. The skills from a local, but it didn't quite work out. Forward. Thought about coming out, Agosa, and then thought better of it by Tamimo. Ali's one ends. What a great day of football we've had here at Alexandria Stadium. It's a pleasure to be in a city with so much history, in the ancient city, Egypt's second city, by Alexandria the Great on the west side of the Nile Delta, to Pompey's Pillar, the column. This particular ground, the home to Al Ittihad and Smaller. That, of course, is part of one sub-box, or earlier on, the Kudodo, central midfielder for Benin, playing on his club home ground. Which is something that happens every day in an international tournament. Finally ready for the long throw. Launched into the box. Flick on. Not quite accurate enough. Instant return one. The history of this place. It's the oldest of the 3 stadiums in use in the tournament. Opened in 1929, had a bit of a facelift and renovations in 2016 and 2017 to expand capacity to 20,000. There's a lot of African football history in this ground. Hosting games to the 1986, 2006, and 2019. Nations full senior men's tournaments. What a place to be. And tomorrow we'll be back at Cairo International Stadium in Kansas City. Cairo for Group A action. Mozambique in action against Senegal and Nigeria. Nigeria was so successful so often at this level. 7 titles, Egypt with 4, Ghana with 4, nobody else has more than 1. Nigeria, of course, losing their opening match to Senegal. It's a competition that goes way back to 1979, back then known as the African Youth Championship. And we'll see Under-20 African Cup of Nations from 2015 onwards. Minimum of 5 minutes added on at the back end of this one. Lay down in the centre circle, come back for treatment now. Substitute Sukani Sable. Here for the first time in a decade. It's going out in the group stages. Once upon a time finished 3rd in 2005. That got them a place in the Under-20s World Cup, where they only just missed out on the round of 16 on goals scored. It's the deciding metric. A brave fight against the Netherlands in their final group game, but it wasn't quite enough. This is all going to be added back on, of course, so we'll have a fair chunk of stoppage time in stoppage time. Stretcher coming on. This is not good to see for Emmanuel Nkasha, who in fact is okay enough to off towards the touchline. Nkasha came out of the collision okay. It's unstable, who we're more worried about after this. Not there. Forgotten this one. We're probably going until about 97th minute or so. And that injury debate in stoppage time. Forward by Chulu. That's a clever turn from Kuenda. Kuenda's shot was clattered as well as he was taking it. Just Kuenda turn here, just to get half a yard of space. It's aggressive physical defence from Hassan Imora. Very at least put him off. Now it's Kuenda who's down. So definitely not going to hear too soon here, because even though we're into the 4th of the 5 minutes added on, this is the second injury delay in that time period. Well, they've been fantastic tonight. Of course, we have to pick a player of the match on the field, but fans have probably been my player of the match in many ways, and they've added so much in particular. And to see supporters of both Benin, Zambia and neutrals all in here enjoying the action. Build through this tournament, which is certainly into full swing now that at the end of today every team has played at least one game, and ultimately towards that final. 11th of March, Cairo Stadium. Saturday night. No place game the night before. All 4 teams are in that. One of those 2 games to be played in the semi-final stages. secure their ticket to the Under-20s World Cup as well. This is the first goal. Rodolfo scoring after a cleverly worked short corner. This was the second. Ball ends up cannoning just about over the line. Nambi with the goal, an error from Costa Dava, the keeper, gave the ball away. Wenda with a good assist. Well, we've now got a third injury in stoppage time. It's Derek Bulaya who is down. So this is all going to get added back on, you'd imagine. And I think we're getting towards the 100-minute mark here. Potentially, all these stoppages. See just how much time. Well, referee from Djibouti, Mohamed Tirana Guedi, decides to add back on. Bulaya is okay to continue now. Moves forward. Drops back and he appeals for handball and given. Manuel Mukasha is trying to nudge it forward. Zambia have a free kick, a dangerous shooting position. It's not going to be taken anytime soon because the referee's been absolutely surrounded by both teams. Certainly hit the right hand. No doubt about that. It will be from the set piece. It could be the left foot of Amanchulu. Might well be Emmanuel Mukasha. So he's setting up to he's about to strike it on his left. So they're forming their own wall to try and distract him. Mukasha leaves it. Chulu straight into the wall. That's that here. It ends 1-1. Both teams were desperate forward in the latter stages to try and get victory. But it is a game defined by 2 goals just 5 minutes or so apart. And Loco Rodolfo scoring with a nice instinctive finish after a clever short corner routine wasn't cleared. But Zambia responded brilliantly and got a deserved equaliser when Costa Dava erroneously cleared the ball out into the path of Julius Kawenda, who found Rickson Nambe, a kind deflection. The ball clearly went over the line. The crossbar, the goal rightly given. So it ends 1-1 between the Cheetahs and the Copper Bullets, Benin making their first appearance in this competition in 10 years, up against Zambia, 2017 champions. And it finishes at full time here. Benin 1, Zambia 1. Let's have a look at the post-match statistics then. And it reflects a pretty even game where I'd say Zambia probably had the better of the chances in the play. Benin, I think, if I had the better of the chances in the play, as those statistics bear out. But Zambia fought hard and got themselves a well-earned point from the contest. I mean, having more of the ball, but not maybe being quite as ruthless in front of goal and in the final third as they might have liked. Confirmation of how that leaves Group C at the end of its first day of action. All 12 teams have now played their opening game across the tournament. Gambia top after that 1-0 win against Tunisia earlier on. And Benin and Zambia both have a point on the board after that draw. Tunisia against Benin is the next game in Group C in 3 days' time. Zambia versus the Gambia on this day.